Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, I'm Holly. Welcome, I'm happy to have you here. Today I'm sharing with you another crescent roll recipe. This one is really easy to make as well as the last one I made, and very tasty. If you like jalapeno poppers, I think you would love this. This is a great little recipe, but you will need 1 cup of cheddar, any type of cheddar blend type cheese, and I'm using cheddar jack, 2 cans of crescent rolls. You'll need some salt and pepper to taste, and that's optional if you want to use it. 12 ounces of cream cheese, and so basically a block of cheese, cream cheese, and just a half a block, so 4 ounces of that. And you will need 4 jalapeno peppers. You want to dice those up, and you want to take the seeds out, but if you like the seeds, you can keep those in. Also, green onions, and you need 1/4 of a cup of that, and you want it thinly sliced. So that's it. These are all the ingredients you need to make this delicious recipe, and now I'm going to show you how to do that. The first thing I did was take a bowl and just added the cream cheese to that. And you're going to, I like to just kind of break it up a little bit, and even though it was softened and it sat out for a while, I like to just kind of spread it out a little bit in the bowl. I find it helps when you start to add the other ingredients to mix this up than it just being in a block. So add the jalapeno peppers, the green onions, and I usually, you want to just mix that up really well, and that just helps to get that mixed up before you add the cheese, because I find when you do add the cheese to this, it gets a little stiff. So add that 1 cup of cheese blend, cheddar cheese blend, whatever kind you like. And I switched from using the spatula with this because that does get a little stiff, so I used a spoon instead. I did add a little bit of salt and pepper, not too much, but just enough just to taste. Then just mixed it up again, and once you have that done, that's pretty much it for the filling. Now the next step, you will need either a pizza pan or some type of round pan. You can even use a sheet pan if you want. But put some foil or some parchment paper down. If you use foil, make sure to put some nonstick spray on it. But unroll one of the crescent rolls, and you want to keep these in rectangles. So you don't want to use where normally we would sort of use the crescent rolls and things, but you're going to basically cut these into 4 triangles for each can. And you want to pinch those edges together, the seams. You don't want to anything to the filling to come out of that. So make sure that as you're going, you kind of pinch everything together. So you kind of want to have it to be a solid piece of crescent roll. And you're going to do that all the way around. You want to overlap the layers. So as you can see, we're going to try to make a round sort of circle with this. And you will repeat the process with the other can of crescent rolls and continue just to form a circle around that pan. And once I have all of those on, then I just kind of form where it's more of a circle in the middle, or an oval, which kind of what it turns out to be, but that's okay. Oval, circle, it doesn't matter. Just put that filling onto the crescent rolls, and you want to leave a little bit of space between the inner part of that, because when we lay the crescent roll sheets over the filling, it needs to be able to seal to the middle part of that ring. So just go all the way around with that filling, and you just want to try to make sure that as you put it onto the crescent rolls, that it's evenly distributed all the way around, so that way you don't have some that are smaller and, you know, flat. So you kind of want everything to be equally going around in a circle or an oval, as it is somewhat. And another option, if you don't like jalapeno peppers, I know some people don't, you can always make a spinach and artichoke dip or spread and put that around it instead. So just know that you can change this up to make it whatever flavor you would like it to be. You can play around with this. And I do have a video, I believe, I will link it if I have it, and if I remember. It's a spinach and artichoke dip in a pinwheel. It's a crescent roll, but it's a pinwheel. And I will share that if you want to try and make that as well. But this is really easy to do, and you just spread, like I said, try to form it where it's in a circle, and just as neatly as you can. The next step will be to take and fold over the crescent roll, and you want to make this where you cover those seams, so pinch the seams together so nothing leaks out. So just as you're going, kind of seal them together, and make sure to seal it to the inner part of that ring as well. And other than chopping up the jalapeno peppers, it does come together pretty quickly. So it is a quick little recipe to make. This is great if you're having people over for football games, things like that, because you just cut these up into little pieces once you're done, and just make sure, like I said, you seal everything together. But it is a great little appetizer, snack, anything like that. I wouldn't consider it a meal, just more of a snack or appetizer kind of thing to make. But it is delicious. And once you have everything sealed, and that's what I wanted to try to show you, to make sure all of that is sealed together, you're going to put this in the oven on 375, and you want to cook this for about 20 to 25 minutes. I cooked mine for 25 minutes, and if you need to, you can put it back in the oven. You can cover it with some foil so it doesn't burn, but you want to make sure that that crescent roll is completely cooked. So just keep an eye on it as you're cooking it so nothing burns. And this is what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. It should be golden brown, and you do want to wait until it sits out for a little bit, so at least 10 minutes before you cut it. You should always let things cool down just a little bit. So wait about 10 minutes for this to cool down. And I mentioned earlier about spraying the foil with nonstick spray. I didn't show it, but I just kind of wanted to remind you to do that since I forgot to show that to you in my video. Sometimes I feel like a visual just helps to remember things in a recipe. But if you're using parchment paper, you won't need it. And this is what it looks like once you cut it up. And it really did turn out great. It is a delicious jalapeno popper crescent roll. If you like jalapeno poppers, I think you would love this. It really has a nice flavor, definitely tastes like that, and didn't take very long at all to make. So something really quick you can put together when you're having someone over and you want to just have some kind of snacks, and this is a perfect one to have. But I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in seeing more like it, please click that subscribe button and the notification bell. That will notify you when I post new videos. I hope everyone has a blessed day, a great week ahead. God bless y'all.